everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Pamela World. So today I have a brother and a friend with me and he would introduce himself. Today he'll be telling us about how it is to travel to Japan during this COVID restrictions. Do well to stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so tell us about you.
Well, the little I can say is I'm Adolf Jampe. I prefer that you call me Adolf.
Hi Adolf.
Yeah, I'm from Ghana.
Oh.
Yes, and currently at Hiroshima University.
That's nice.
Pursuing my PhD program and a JICA scholarship.
Yeah. That's very nice. So tell us, is this your first time traveling to Japan?
No, this is the second time actually.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was in Niigata City some few years back. Pursued my master's program there. And so yes, I've had experience in Japan before, so this is my second time.
Nice. You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
So how do you feel about traveling to Japan now and before? Since you've actually been here before, what's the difference between traveling then and now?
Wow, well, COVID has really made things complicated. Yeah, so it's not been as smooth and easy as it should be.
Okay.
Yeah, my first time in Japan, there were no hitches.
Okay.
So I think this time has been quite difficult because of COVID and a lot of restrictions that have been placed on travels here and there. So yeah, it was quite difficult than before.
Oh, okay. Okay, so tell us about your trip during the COVID. Give us a little details about how it was.
Yes, so I started from Ghana.
Okay.
Through Dubai to Narita.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so my experience had been with Emirates.
Oh,
and
Emirates is for the rich.
Oh, well, thanks my scholarship. Yeah, so because of a lot of restrictions that countries have placed on travel, the airlines they're quite cautious who they bring to those countries.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, we went through quite a bit of frustration right from Accra, much of it again in Dubai. But I would say Narita was quite smooth and as normal as it can be. Yeah.
That's nice. So tell us about some of the hitches you faced from Accra all the way to Japan and even in Dubai, as you mentioned.
Yes, so like I said, countries have various restrictions and I think much of it is also a lot of sanctions on the airlines. So they really want to be sure that you've met all the requirements before they take you. And so we had a problem with our COVID test. Not the test as it in itself, but how it was reported. So the Japanese government has a standard format for presenting your test results. And airline was of the view that the report we submitted was not in the right format, so they were not going to accept it.
So what did you do about it?
Yeah, so we spent almost 3 hours just to resolve that, but finally we thought we resolved it because our understanding is that the format is a template. Once the report follows the format as the government requires it, you should be fine. And so we finally were allowed to board. Okay. Then we get to Dubai, and then Dubai says the same thing again. Our test is not in the right format. In fact, we had the word format like 100 times. It's not in the right format.
I'm sure you felt so stranded.
Yes, and frustrated because we thought we had resolved that issue at Accra, only for it to crop up again.
Wow.
And so yes, we nearly missed our flight because the test takes minimum 8 hours.
Yeah.
And if we are not able to get it done quickly, you might miss your flight. But well, yes. So long story short, we had to take another test in Dubai.
Wow. Yes. And that cost you another money?
Yeah. So you're gonna pay like $42.
$42
to do another test in Dubai.
And how much was the COVID test in Ghana?
In Ghana, I think it should be about 200 Ghana cities.
200 Ghana cities.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's nice. And how was your flight? Were you eating on board? Was social distancing observed in your plane? How was it?
Well, yes. So with our flight, we were not at full capacity.
Oh, okay.
So yes, you could have a whole row to yourself. So
That's
yes,
good. That's safe.
So I wouldn't say I don't know about other flights, but yes, we were not full capacity, so we didn't have to worry about sitting so close to each other. Yeah.
Okay. And the flight attendants, everyone, how was their hospitality during this period?
Oh yeah. So well, Emirates standard, it's a bit of better. So
Emirates.
Yeah. So yeah. But of course, we try to observe the protocols as much as possible online. Everybody was in face masks, and the sanitizers are also given.
Wow.
And so yes, they try as much as possible to observe the protocols.
In Narita, how was it? Right from the airport to your quarantine station?
So we had a hire taxi. We had to charter a taxi.
Okay.
Because as part of the requirements, we are not allowed to take public transport. So we had to take a taxi from Narita to our quarantine station at JICA, Tokyo.
Okay. Was it a specific taxi they designated for you?
Yes. So we were in a group of 5. So all of us picked the big taxi, the urban taxi.
Okay. Wow. And at the JICA station, how was it? Were people around to receive you? Were you allowed to go out to get food?
No, so you have to stay indoors.
Wow.
Yes, the furthest you can come is your doorstep to pick your food. Yeah, so
that was boring, I'm sure.
Say again a lot. So, but then we understood why. So we had to
comply. I get it.
So
wow, that must have been very tough.
Really, really. 2 weeks can be very long in quarantine.
Wow. So comparing Accra, Ghana, Dubai, and Narita, Japan, which of the 3 countries would you say observe the COVID protocols very well?
Well, objectively, I must say they all put quite good measures in place. Yes, everybody understood very well the need to put measures in place. So I wouldn't say one did better than the other because they were quite identical.
Okay.
Queues were apart. Everybody was in face masks.
Social distance.
Exactly. Sanitizers
everywhere.
So I wouldn't say there was much difference in observing the protocols here.
And do you think much has changed in Japan now because of the COVID? Because you've been to Japan before and you saw how there was so much life around. Do you think it's the same now?
Not at all.
Wow. What do you think has changed?
Well, the second time in Japan, I thought I was going to have fun when I was in Tokyo.
Nothing COVID.
So COVID wouldn't allow me to spend some time in Tokyo and take away those jet lags. So, but then, so a lot has changed because obviously you can't go to your fun places before starting your life in Japan. So yes, a lot has changed.
Okay. So what advice would you give to anyone planning to visit Japan during this COVID period? What would you tell them to do? Anything that you would like to tell them so that they can get into Japan safely?
Well, so I'll start with the PCR test.
Okay.
So get your test in the right format. So because I think Narita is quite strict on that, so the airlines are quite afraid of not meeting that requirement. So make sure your COVID, your PCR test is in the right format as required. And I would say carry a bit more cash
on you.
Yes, because you don't know where you get to and you are asked to do the test again, or where you are going to miss your flight because you couldn't do the test. So yeah, have some little more cash on you than you would have.
Imagine being in Dubai and asked to do the test again, and now you don't have enough on you.
Yes.
Wow, that would have been very tough.
Yeah, so you need to be prepared with that.
Wow. So on the whole, did you enjoy your trip?
Well, beside the format things, yes, I did.
You did?
I did,
Oh,
yes.
that's nice.
So the only downside is that I was expecting to also, explore Dubai.
Oh.
But then you had to be quarantined also
Wow.
in the airport. So yes, so I missed my chance to explore Dubai as well. But everything was well. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So thank you so much for making time to do this interview and discussion with me. I really enjoyed it. You've made me laugh throughout. And I would wish you all the very best in your studies. Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me on Pamela World. It's
Thank
been
you.
fun coming here, and all the best as well.
Thank you very much. Okay guys, so you heard it all. So to travel safe to Japan during this COVID period, do what to have your nose masks, have your PCR test in the right format, and observe all COVID protocols. Thank you for watching. Bye.